Omicron. Falcon hates puns and thinks that they're all wrong. One's American and one is an Aussie. Talking about StarCraft 2 and the esports scene.
Hello. And welcome.
Hello. Well,
Oh
thank you so much.
You are much louder than I remember. What's up with that?
So when I'm casting for YouTube, the volume is lower than I'm doing stuff with Twitch.
Okay.
And when we started the call, I was at the lower volume, and then I was like, oh no, I need to increase it for Twitch. So that is why.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That would explain it.
I thought so. I thought that would explain it very well.
Thank you for the resub.
It's a sub baby.
Oh, it's 9
Aw.
months as well. Yeah. look at
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
A little screaming baby in your house now.
that. Thanks. I really appreciate this gift you've given me.
Yeah, my brother, his wife's expecting, and with her first kid, the kid was like 4 weeks early,
Oh, yeah?
and this one is like coming up on a week to the due date. So she's like, "This is not how it's supposed to work. I'm supposed to have the kid already.
Right.
This is unfair. Ah, the power of expectations."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
so yeah,
There's a lady at my work who's pregnant, and
Mhm.
she'll ask me to do something. I'm like, I'll do it, but only if you name the child after me.
How's that going?
She seems pretty unconvinced that that's a good idea.
Oh, that's too bad. I
Yeah,
mean, does she already have if she doesn't have a name already, that's fairly tempting, right?
No, she has a name already.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, you're out. Sorry.
Wants to call him Hudson.
Hudson?
Yeah, and I'm like, what, after the river? And she didn't know what the
Yeah.
river was. So,
So there's not like a famous Hudson something in Australia then?
not
gonna
that
look
I'm
it up.
aware of. I mean, there might be.
Hudson,
Oh, Aki,
Australia.
thank you for the sub as well. Also,
Yay,
9 months.
Aki.
Now I got 2 babies. Ah, it's twins. Goddamn, guys.
So there's some kind of a job recruitment company called Hudson in Australia.
Sure. I'll take your
That's
word
like
for it.
that's what comes up if you search Hudson Australia. It's just this recruitment company for jobs and stuff.
Mm.
Maybe they got her this job and that she's really grateful.
Maybe. I kind
No.
of doubt it.
Yeah, that's fair. Ooh. Also, there is a Hudson, Queensland, a locality in the Kasawati Coast region. Maybe that's what it is.
Fascinating stuff.
Look, it's your country. Man, you don't even care about your own country.
That's Queensland,
Amazing.
though. You're telling me you know.
That's your country. No, it's Queensland.
I wasn't arguing that it's not my country, right? But are you telling me you know every county and like suburb in every state? Is that really what you're telling me?
No, but if somebody told me, hey, it's the name of a town in America, I'd be like, oh, cool. And if you
Right,
said, oh, it's
well-
New Mexico, I'd be like, New Mexico.
Right, but here's the thing. I asked her.
Right.
She couldn't tell me why her baby was going to be called Hudson, only that it was. So,
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I get that. That's really strange. It's not like, I guess it's probably in a book of baby names somewhere.
I think her
it's not-
partner
it's
likes
not-
it. So,
Yeah, I guess it's not books anymore, right? It's
websites.
websites. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a website's going to have every possible baby name down to every stupid name ever made. But anyway, cool. Good for her.
Yeah.
It's too bad she's not going to name her kid Omicron. That'd be cool.
It's unfortunate, yeah. I mean, what could go wrong with naming your child after another man, right? That isn't the father.
I'm trying to think of negatives there, and I just can't come up with any. So
Yeah, there just isn't one, yeah.
yeah. Huh. Her loss.
Yep. This makes me think of all the kids named, like, Khaleesi or something, like...
Oh, that's the one that makes me the saddest.
Yeah.
Because like it starts out with she's this revolutionary, young, empowered woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's a leader. Everybody looks up to her. It's like, oh, awesome. And then she turns into a war criminal at the end, and it's like, oh,
Oh.
dang
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad times. But also, Khaleesi's like the title that she has with the Dothraki. It's not even her name.
No, it's not a name.
Anywho, whatever.
Yeah.
People that watch Game of Thrones and don't pay attention to it, do what you need to do, I suppose. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
I mean, names are titles.
I guess.
Like, the means by which people refer to you. So, I mean...
Sure, but it'd be like, I want to name my kid after Donald Trump. I'm going to name them President. Right? It's like, I mean, that doesn't...
Sort of.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The difference is, in the entire history of the show, there's no really other character who is predominantly referred to as Khaleesi.
There's not, but we only get a new president every 4 years, so...
Right. So that's
Khaleesi,
not the same. It's not the same thing.
She was
Khaleesi longer than Donald Trump was the president, right? Like,
are you sure about that?
Yeah, Game of
Are you
Thrones
sure
been going
she
through
was
into like
Khaleesi?
2014.
No, but in world...
In
Well,
world,
you're
yeah,
talking about in
Both.
our time.
both.
Anyway, I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure Khaleesi just means queen.
Yeah,
So
basically, yeah,
it's like you named your child queen. Congratulations.
yeah,
That's all.
Yep,
It's a
yep.
Dothraki queen.
yep.
Anywho's, why are we talking about Game of Thrones? Actually, HBO has been trying to do this. Like, hey guys, remember Game of Thrones? We're gonna do some celebrations, and everyone's like,
Do we have to though?
seriously. They're like, look, we set up. They did. I mean, it's kind of a cool thing. They set up these like bite-size like scene collections you can watch. It's like, here are all the most intense dialogue scenes. Here are the best battle scenes. And I really think most people are like, thanks, but no thanks.
Remember the parts that don't make you shake your head? Here's 5 of them.
Yeah, please remember these times instead of everything from the last 2 or 3 seasons.
Right. Yeah.
So they're giving it a shot. I don't know. They're still going to try this dunk and egg thing, which, I don't know, I think is probably okay, but...
I don't know what that means, but okay.
There's just 2 characters, one named Dunk and one named Egg, and they're part of the Game of Thrones world. They lived before Robert's Rebellion,
Okay.
so it's just kind of prequel stuff that they're planning
Right.
on doing. Anyway, some people are moderately excited for that I've seen, but otherwise it's just like no interest.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. So
Anywho.
weird. In good news, I got my Demon Slayer Infinity Train ticket
Ah, excellent.
last week. Finally
Uh,
came on sale.
Have you watched it yet?
No.
Wow. When
It went on sale, but I can't watch it until the 23rd.
The 23rd. Oh my god, you gotta
I
get
know.
another 9 days. However will you live?
Well, I've already lived what feels like a lifetime, so I can do 9 days, I think.
I'm not sure I remember the movie at this point. Oh god, I watched it so long ago. I've been to the movies twice since then.
It makes me very sad. I'll get there, though.
I have no
So-
doubt.
The annoying thing is, they're like, okay, we've got them pretty much every day for... I think they're calling it a limited release, so it's every day for like a month. But it's only like 7 p.m. or 2 p.m. showings. And it's like, okay, it's a little bit limited, but all right. Is that what they did for you? Or were there pretty much showings all day?
I mean, there's still showings. So I
Like
think
all
there's
day? Or are they just
No,
like
no,
a
no.
specific...
There's I mean, all showings are at a specific time, but like
No, but I'm saying a lot of the time movies are like, we're just...
there'll be like 4 showings in a day, right?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Other movies will
Or
have like
more.
much more than that, right? Like that's not a lot of showings per cinema,
Right.
But I mean,
But you got... Okay, but it's got 4 where you are.
right? I mean,
Yeah,
last time I checked, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I just realized it might be more than 2. 2 for subbed, but they also offered me dubbed showings. So that's probably 4 then, in that case. 2 per type. Yeah, no, that's fair. Excellent.
Oh, it's not playing today at my local theater. It was
Maybe it's
playing like 2 days ago.
gone.
It was playing 2 days ago.
Oh. Maybe it's gone forever.
Maybe, but they have a different anime movie, so that might be why. Yeah.
Oh, was that?
Fate
And good?
Grand, order the movie Divine Realm of the Round Table Camelot. That
Oh
rolls
my
right off the
gosh.
tongue.
Oh, I thought you were gonna keep going, and I was like, no.
I thought about
Uh,
it, but
yeah, that's actually something talked about on the Discord. Just wanted to bring up the pod really quick. Is just I don't even know where this came from. A Reddit thread probably, but somebody linked to Robinson Crusoe, and
okay.
the actual title of Robinson Crusoe. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just think of it as Robinson Crusoe.
Sure, I know
But
what that
the
is.
actual legitimate real name, according to Wikipedia and all these other sources, is The Life and Strange Surprising Adventures of Robinson Crusoe of York Mariner, who lived 8 and 20 years all alone in an uninhabited island on the coast of America near the mouth of the great river Orinoco, having been cast on shore by shipwreck, wherein all the men perished but himself, with an account of how at last as strangely delivered by pirates. It's the best trash isekai novels title of all time.
I mean, it's pretty up there, yeah.
I mean, I feel like they should take that as a challenge. I think he's got them beat on word count there.
I mean, almost certainly, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it just made me so happy. So
I now need to find the longest light novel name.
I know. I need to see if they beat out Robinson here.
All right.
Does that be impressive?
Let's see. No, these are all way shorter. That's shorter. Where's number one? That's like three sentences technically. Like the longest it is world end. What do you do at the end of the world? Are you busy? Will you save us? Right, which is not as long as Robinson Crusoe.
Nope. It's pretty abstract though. Holy smokes. I
Yeah.
mean,
Actually, I think this one's technically a little longer in word count, which is the results from when I time leaped to my second year of high school and confessed to the teacher I liked at the time.
dang, that's a good one.
That's it.
Holy
It definitely
smokes.
peaks on trash, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Robinson's grown him beat though.
Because my toilet turned into a dungeon, taking care of my business has become too difficult.
You know, the difference here is these isekai titles are all premises. And what Robinson Crusoe does is tells you the whole frigging story all the way to the end.
Basically,
That's
yeah.
what they need.
That's
The isekai novels need to do that.
I would like to point out your errors in using the word isekai. These are just light novel names.
Sure, but they're more common among isekai trash, right?
The three I just mentioned were not isekai. They
I'm
were
not saying
definitely
they all are.
they're
I'm just,
definitely trash. Not,
Yeah.
not isekai.
I mean, would you say they're more common among isekai novels or no?
I would say isekai is a very popular subgenre, and so by that fact, then yeah, all right, like because there's more isekais than anything else, sure, but
But it's not like proportionally there's more isekai novels with terribly long names.
right, yeah,
Okay, well, that's fair. What's up, EB? EB's in chat. What's
yeah,
up, Train?
that'd be nice.
EB underscores. Is there already EBs on Twitch? Probably.
Maybe.
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see what else is going on in the world. Falcon and the Winter Soldier had another episode last week.
Uh-huh.
New Captain America murdered a guy with a shield.
Yeah, I saw that. Hold on, I just found the light novel's title is abbreviated to Nagai Taitoru. And while we're not allowed to publish the title in the entire title for both copyright and article length reasons, the first 10 pages of the title in English are I need to move this to my main monitor to see it all in one go. My life is just about as wrong as I expected after traveling to another world where I'm surrounded by cute girls at a magical high school. I'm also the fabled hero of legend. But before I tell you that story, I have to tell you this story, which I was walking along with my unbelievably impossibly cute younger sister who doesn't look like me at all. And she said to me it was my fault she wasn't popular no matter how. She looked at it, we walked to school, and together we were stopped to look at a garden in which had a flower whose name I don't remember, when suddenly a portal to another world opened when I was landed in a field and my face was buried in the largest pair of boobs I'd ever seen. My sister hit me and called me an idiot while blushing. Then the girl who landed on saw my birthmark on my hand and gasped and grabbed me and I blushed, but she started dragging me away, and my sister got mad and chased us after I asked where we were going, and she said she was taking us to Grimheart Magic School, where she was the school president, and then I gasped because I was now in a magical world. And when we got to the school, which was a giant castle, I asked the girl her name, and she said it was Arcane Yushia, which I thought was a tad strange, but she had blonde hair, blue eyes, and the entire aesthetic of the school seemed very ancient European. But I forgot about all of that when she told me she needed to see the headmaster because she had been taught that the mark of my hand was the symbol of reincarnation of the legendary dragon hero of legendary literature. It's still going.
So does this keep going? I think it's got Robinson beat.
It's got about another 4 lines.
Wow. Okay. Does it tell us the ending?
No.
Okay.
Just
so.
Yep.
Robinson Crusoe is the only one to tell you the ending of his story in the title, but still, he gets beat by this title just for length. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is.
Wow.
You can see why it gets abbreviated. Oh, and it might just remember that this website is not able to publish the title in its entirety for copyright reasons.
Right. So it keeps going.
Yeah.
Well, all right. I'm glad we found that modern trends have surpassed the past.
Uh-huh.
That's always good to know that we are better than our progenitors.
Mm-hmm.
And can make longer titles than they did. That's good. That's a good feeling.
Yep, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Anyway.
Incredible. Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. So, I mean, the big thing, which if you care about the show at all, you probably have watched and heard about this, but New Cap heel turns real fast, but we only have 6 episodes, so what are we going to do?
Mm-hmm.
Ends up taking the super soldier serum off screen, which I thought was a choice.
Yeah.
And then murders a guy with a shield. With the Captain America shield, which some people have said is not Cap's shield. It's a different one. It looks different, which I think is an interesting choice as well.
So when at the end of Endgame, Captain America gives his shield to Falcon, it does look different, but that's because it had been cut in half by Thanos and his helicopter blade, so it had to be reforged.
Okay, so the argument he didn't. Okay, so here's the thing: Cap did not go back in time with his shield, did he?
Yeah.
He didn't take the busted shield with him.
I think he did. Might have been on his back, I think, at the time.
Was it broken, or did he reforge it before he went back in time?
Who knows? But if it was in a bag when he went back in time, it might have been reforged, and we just didn't know that it looked different.
I need to find some screen caps of when he's standing on the teleporter pad to go back in time at the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is not easy to search, it turns out. It's on... Like, there's a lot of pictures of him giving the shield to Falcon when he gets back. When he's old.
Yeah.
I get that. Like, that's... Okay, we understand that one. No questions there. I don't want to load up Disney Plus and scroll through the whole stupid movie. It's at the end, I guess.
It is at the end. If you want, I'll do it. Since you're...
Nah, I've got it. It's right here.
I'll erase you.
Okay. Internet Australia versus Internet mine. Let's see. Browsing through Endgame.
I haven't even found Endgame in the
Play.
movie selection.
I'm winning.
Yeah.
Does it have it separated out by, like,
chronology?
Franchise?
Yeah, it does. But then it's like, find it in that.
Alright, so I found it.
Alright.
So this is where he tells Bucky, don't do anything stupid until I get back. I can't do it. You're taking all the stupid with you. It's adorable. Here he is. No. He has a briefcase with him.
Which has the stones in it. So he
Yeah.
doesn't... Okay, but...
And he takes Mjolnir with him.
Yeah.
So
So...
at 360, he turns around. He doesn't take the shield with him, broken or otherwise.
Uh-huh.
That's interesting.
I can only assume that he had already planned to take the long way back, and he was just like, look, I'm Captain America, that's my shield, and gets it from wherever it's been hanging out in real time. Because there's no question
of... from the other Cap?
No. Wherever it is now in the movie. Like, so it gets broken after the fight, right? Where is it right now? He goes and gets it now and gets it reforged. And then he comes up to the... I bet he even gets it from himself. Why not? That's why he doesn't have it there, because he already knows.
God, I hate time travel so much.
Because
really, really hate time travel. All right.
It has to be the same shield, otherwise Sam's whole point about it going to a museum would be a non-issue if there was already a broken shield just lying around. Like, why don't you just put that one in the museum?
Yeah, good point. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. All right, so basically we think it is the same shield that Cap had through all of the MCU, but
More
it
or
got
less.
fixed.
Yep.
And that's the one that is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
That would be my guess.
All right, so a bit of a detour there, but it's all good.
Minor.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Man, I mean, it happens pretty fast, right? Like, poor Battlestar gets kidnapped because, again, non-powered human fighting superhumans is not going to end well for you, buddy. I'm sorry. Gets kidnapped, and then
Debatable.
they find.
Literally, Baron Zemo takes on the leader with a pistol. Battlestar would have had a pistol.
Did he shoot anyone?
Yeah, he shot the main girl. Like
No,
twice.
no,
And then-
Battlestar.
No, I don't know. Him getting kidnapped was very fast, and
Yeah.
why are you taking a
Oh.
prisoner? Like, I don't
No,
understand why you guys are having a prisoner here. Like, I don't.
Because the story needed to happen.
Yeah, the story needed to happen, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So, I do remember they used guns on the the truck fight scene when they're on the trucks on the highway.
Sure, but Baron Zemo, a guy who's literally been sitting in a cage for like the last 7 years, maybe, is more competent at fighting than an active soldier.
I don't know. It really seemed like he caught Carly by surprise. Like she didn't expect him to pull a gun on her.
Sure,
So that helps. I don't know.
but how is that surprise any different than, oh shit, they found us already? Like, the bad guys, well, from their perspective, the cops or the bad guys, like Battlestar and Captain America, have found us already. Like, they're here. What's going on? You know,
Right.
how's that surprise any different to, oh, Baron Zemo's here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who, from her perspective, is an entirely unknown quantity.
I guess that's part of it. She's like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
Anywho, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff happened. It was a longer episode, I think. But there's also a fight where Captain America gets his butt kicked by I can never say their name right, but the Wakanda shaved head ladies with spears.
The Wakanda Secret Service, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are the Secret Service. You're right. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find this name. Dora Milaje.
Dora
It's
Milaje.
like Dora the Explorer.
Sure.
Dora Milaje. Yeah, female warriors who protect the king and the royal family of Wakanda. So they are Secret Service. Anywho, they're trying to get revenge for the death of their king that happened in Black Panther. No, that happened in Civil War. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, so they take down Winter Soldier and Falcon and New Cap and Battlestar. And I love that Zemo's just like, I'm out. Like, no one's keeping an eye on me at all. This has been a consistent problem in the show. Is they break this guy out of prison for the express purpose that he's on a short leash and they just need him to help find where this serum is coming from. And he could have escaped about 1,000 times, it feels like, at this point, because they are so bad at keeping tabs on this dude.
Right. I mean, the entire problem is clearly T'Challa's fault, right? Like,
Whoa.
if
Goes all the way to T'Challa?
yeah, well, he's the king, they're the Secret Service, right? If their job is to protect the king, and they're not with the king, why does the king not just say, look, give me the rundown, I'm an Avenger, right?
Right.
And then if you have the Secret Service and the king there, you can go, okay, we're going to help you. We're going to help you keep an eye on this Zemo guy. And then when we're done saving the world, because that's what we do, we'll take him, right? Instead,
think so.
he just sends a couple people and be like, go and get him. They're clearly not using him for anything. If they are, give him 8 hours at most.
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Part of the problem here is that Chadwick Boseman is dead. So
Sure.
they can't have scenes with the current Black Panther in this show.
Grand Moff Tarkin and Princess Leia beg to differ.
Oh. I don't know, man. That'd be... I guess they could. Also, if he's just in the suit, it's super easy.
Also, there's a Black Panther 2 movie coming at some point.
At some point.
Yep.
So they're going to have a new Black Panther.
Or
are they just going to recast T'Challa?
I assume they're going to just make Shuri the new Black Panther, give it to the system.
Yeah, that's my guess, too.
Yeah.
I bet you're right.
Yep.
Anywho's.
There was something... Oh, okay. So I had a theory about why Shannon didn't get a pardon the first time round.
Oh, yeah, what you talked about. Right.
Yeah. Well, having now seen the episodes, I have a new theory.
Okay.
Which is, she was on the run like the rest of them, but she ended up at... I can't remember the name of like the lawless city where everyone's a bounty hunter with guns.
Mondrepor. Yeah.
Mondrepor, sure. And unlike Steve and everyone else who was just on the wrong side of the law and on the run, they were still actively doing good, I would imagine, right? Like, Cap sees a thing.
Cap probably wasn't running weapons, yeah.
Yeah, right? She
Right.
was actively stealing, like, works of art and selling them. And I have a theory that she's going to be the power broker, right? Like, ooh,
yeah, yep. It sure feels like they're kind of telegraphing that, doesn't it?
Right. And so the reason she didn't get a presidential pardon is because she did a lot of bad shit in those 7 years, right?
Yeah, I guess. But, like, the only reason she was in that position is because she was helping Cap. And for him to just be like, you helped me, and then you stole some art. Screw you. It's just like,
Well, I mean, stole some art, probably motored away to the top of a city, you know, like a city's power structure. You know, I feel like there's a reason. And I feel like it makes sense if that is what turns out to be. If the Falcon just, like, calls the president and is like, yo, can we get this girl a pardon? You kind of failed to do that a couple years ago, or like 6 months ago, however long it's been. He just goes, sure, we must have forgotten her, right?
Right.
I
mean, I don't know that. Yeah. Yeah. It does feel a little clunky if they're like, Sharon's the power broker. It's like, what? Okay. Like 2 movies ago, she was working for the CIA. It's
Was she working for the
pretty
CIA?
solid heel turn.
She was working for SHIELD and then CIA. Is that how that went?
I can't remember.
I did see a theory about the Civil War, which is, where is Zemo getting his information from? And, like, there's some, like... Because Zemo wants to destroy the Avengers as well as super soldiers. And
Yeah.
so there's the idea that Sharon is secretly Hydra working with Zemo, and that twist never comes in the movie, but there are these unanswered questions where that would fit in really well.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible that she is actually just Hydra. I mean, I think they try to explain where does Zemo get his information with, oh, by the way, he's just stupidly rich.
Right. Which is not a bad answer.
Eh.
And it shows his ability to work with people, too. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, in this last episode, he totally, like, manipulates a girl to get him the information that he needs.
He gives children candy, like...
Right, but no one else on his team thought of that. They all sucked. They're just wandering around like, we're looking for this person. We're Americans. We're looking for this person. It's like, why do you think this is a legitimate strategy to get what you need, you morons?
Why would they think we should carry candy in case there's children that can be bribed? right? Like, not even a lot of candy, not even good candy, right? Just like
Turkish delights. How dare you?
that was not Turkish delights here. That's the funny thing. Turkish delight is a chocolate bar, right? I
That
don't know. I
you
don't know
think
what
Baron
the
Zemo's lying?
what. No, I think just whatever those are not Turkish delights, right? Like he.
Turkish delight. I actually had the same question. I mean, I just searched Turkish delight, and like the first thing is pink.
A Turkish delight here is it's a pink wrapper, but it's a chocolate bar with like, what is it? I can't remember. I think it's strawberries or something in it.
So no, you can't show me notifications. Spicyperspective.com. Oh my pop-ups. Where's my ad blocker? So according to this recipe for Turkish delight, it's sugar, water, lemon juice, cornstarch, orange, raspberry, salt, pistachios, sugar, red food coloring.
Like I'm looking at the Wikipedia page, and it's like yes, that does
Yeah.
look like the Turkish delights he's given, but that doesn't look at all like what a Turkish delight looks like in Australia. Which I will now send you a picture of how they come in like at stores. That is a blank image. Is that a blank image to you?
Yep.
That is amazing. You can send blank images.
A white square. If you open original, that's what it is.
Amazing.
No, but yeah, I mean, all the Google is telling me is they kind of look like Jello cubes.
Yeah, no. Not
Yeah. Right. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know those different things. I mean, somebody in the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Okay.
Is it in that one or a different one, part of the series? Anyway, the White Witch, is basically like gets the loyalty of one of the kids by like feeding him Turkish delights, and the kid's like, "This is the greatest thing of all time." So I've always been like, I really should try this at some point.
No, let's not try giving out candy to strange kids.
No, eating it myself when I was a
Oh,
kid. I was
okay.
really interested in it.
Oh, sure.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, look, I feel like Falcon should be smarter than this. He's been all over the world. He's done all sorts of missions. Has he never needed to get information from a people that are less friendly to him, right?
He probably has, and the first thing he did was go looking for someone who's willing to talk to him, right? Like a person in charge. He doesn't look for a kid. He looks for someone who's likely to have information.
And how'd that work out for him?
He found someone, and he very nearly got information.
Did he? I don't
Yeah.
remember him getting close.
He talks to that guy in the schoolyard. Not a yard. It's like a classroom.
I thought everybody he and Bucky approached like just bailed instantly.
There's one guy that talks to him for a little bit. Yeah. He has that line where it's like, "Yeah, I know who you are, but I can't trust you."
Oh, that's true. There's a little bit of a conversation there.
Yeah.
That's not close. That's them telling you, "I don't trust you." Bye.
Well, that's not the entire conversation. It goes for longer than that. I summarized it.
All right. Anyway, we're getting bogged down. There's a great scene where Falcon has a nice conversation with Carly, the leader of the Flag Smashers, and she starts to trust him and open up a little bit because he's just being really genuine about this whole thing.
Sure.
And then Cap comes running in and screws up the whole deal. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that happened. Battlestar dies because unpowered Battlestar gets kicked into a column at 100 miles an hour. Probably snaps his neck.
Probably.
So he dead, and then newly powered up off screen, new Cap goes on a rage-filled rampage and murders the dude who specifically told us earlier in the episode that he used to be a Captain America fan. So for him to die by Cap's shield is honestly pretty good stuff.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. Somicron's not impressed by much.
It's not that I'm not impressed by much. It's just that he explicitly uses the phrase "used to be," and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
this is just some guy holding a reforged piece of metal. It's not Captain America's shield anymore. It's not the shield he knows by any stretch.
It looks pretty close.
pretty close, but
Anywho, I'm just saying.
like I just don't think there's any like symbolic irony going on, right? Like that had no meaning or impact to me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And of course, because it's 2021, there are people watching and filming this murder,
It's
streaming it,
2027.
streaming it to 2027's version of Twitch or something,
YouTube probably.
YouTube's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the new Captain America experiment is over at this point. I don't know what he does. Like, he can't like go back. I mean, somebody made a good point that they did a big deal of showing us this dude's wife, right, in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, you feel bad for her, right? You're worried about him. You're proud of him. He's running all over Europe and in danger, and you're just hope that he gets home okay. And then all of a sudden, stuff starts popping up all over the place that your husband murdered a guy with the shield in broad daylight. Like, that's got to be rough. That's got to be a tough day. She's probably fine. She's like, whatever. I don't give a shit.
I imagine he spins it as I took down a terrorist that was a threat to the public. Like at this point,
unarmed terrorist,
a super soldier who bombed a warehouse, right? That killed 3 people and injured 17 or something. They give us a body count, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like,
I mean, if she's willing to accept that, then she's a much worse person than I thought she was. So possible,
I mean,
sure.
I'm just saying that, like, he has that scene where he's talking to Battlestar about, like, we did a lot of fucked up stuff to get awarded, right, in Afghanistan. I don't think anyone who's running his operation is going to look at one dead super soldier and be like, they're not going to bat an eyelash, right? They won't blink.
Yeah, it's the optics, though. It's always the optics. It's
sure.
Yeah, you did some bad stuff in Afghanistan. Did that end up on YouTube? No. All right, then. Good job.
Sure, but oh well. Like, I don't really. What are you gonna do to stop him? And you need to keep the operation going because there's still an issue. This guy is now literally the only person with a chance from their point of view because like they already can't get Bucky and Falcon on board to work with the government or whatever, like with them. You basically are now stuck with this guy, and so I don't know. I think they lean into the spin.
I bet you $1 they don't.
Okay.
All right, deal.
I mean, he's probably gonna plant a gun on him or something. There you go. Problem solved.
Again, with about 8 smartphones pointed at him, it's worth a shot, I guess.
Cops do it with body cams all the time.
I don't know that they do. There's been a couple of recent incidents in America the last few days.
I bet you any money that Falcon's suit is recording the fight in like the warehouse or whatever where Battlestar gets killed. And like that guy's there and he's fighting, right? Like you can definitively prove that this guy was an enemy combatant, right? With knives and stuff.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it's like, yeah, the optics of war is bloody, but it is what it is, and it's no different to how it was ever been.
Well, except for the problem that Steve Rogers never did this. Like, that's your big problem, right? This isn't a random American soldier committing an act like this. It's Captain America doing it. And everybody's going to be like, no, Steve never did this at all. Steve was a good guy.
Steve was on the run for 2 years. He was a war criminal at some point.
He never killed an unarmed person on camera.
I'm wondering if... I mean, probably not.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, he was kind of a war criminal. Like, I always think back to the homecoming scene where they're in detention.
Yeah.
And Hannibal Buress is like, I got a video here from Captain America. I'm pretty sure he's a war criminal now.
Yeah. He's also in a video in the gym where it's like,
yeah,
I'm friends here with your coach. He's like, we're going to do the Captain America workout regime.
That's so... Homecoming is so good. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I don't know. It's pretty good. I'm trying to decide. I'm not super into it. I don't think I'm, like, really amazingly looking forward to future episodes, but It's good enough. Again, it's like Marvel clearing the bar. Marvel stuff is always good enough, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, New Cap being a bad guy is probably gonna bring everyone together, like the flag smashes, right?
Yeah.
So I'm ready to see that resolution and what goes down with the Power Broker wanting vials of the Super Soldier Serum back. I don't know. It's not terribly exciting, like you said.
Right.
But it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can do anything but make Sharon the Power Broker at this point. Like, if they brought in a character that we'd never heard of in the last 2 episodes, it'd be like, okay, who's this guy? It's too late in the story to be like, this is the big villain, you know?
The alternative is you make it Baron Zemo, who's been secretly running it from inside prison.
Yeah, but see, the problem is Baron Zemo is, like, we saw proof of this in the last episode. He is diametrically and philosophically opposed to Super Soldier Serum existing. As soon as he realized there were Super Soldier Serums on the floor, he stomped on them.
It's a good cover. It's a good cover.
But the only person who saw him do it was this freaking girl he just shot. I mean, it's not like he's got a ton of witnesses.
Right, no, but everyone else comes into the room and goes, hey, what's all that stuff on the floor? He's like, I stomped on some Super Soldier Serum. Everyone goes, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's Baron Zemo. I guess. Man, that'd be really interesting if he goes from, like, the whole reason he did the Civil War was because he hates the concept of super soldiers.
Uh-huh. Well,
anyway.
I mean, here's the thing. He's the Power Broker. Somebody else wants it, and he's agreed for, like, whatever it is he gets in return. And now he wants to renege but can't publicly do it, and thus he's hiding his identity. I think Sharon makes way more sense. This is just tinfoil nonsense at this point. But, I don't know. It's not impossible.
No, I don't think it is.
Incredibly unlikely.
Agreed. What else is going on in the world? We got new maps.
Did we?
I mean, yes.
Oh, sorry. We only play team games, so I didn't notice.
No, there's new maps for teams, too.
Is there now?
Somebody pointed out that there are new team ladder maps. If you go to custom maps in the game, they just weren't marked as official ladder maps. So they don't show up in the ladder list. Yeah, they might have... I don't really they might have actually...
God damn it, Bliss.
I know. It's just the problem is this is par for the course at this point. I don't expect much more from these guys.
No.
Why StarCraft 2 has an install button on it?
Is one of your drives dead?
Let's find out. I mean, I did just have to hard reboot my entire PC, so maybe some stuff got lost.
Maybe. I mean, that's the first time it's been turned off in like 6 months, isn't it?
Well, no. It's been doing this about once every 2 weeks.
Oh,
where I come back and it's sleeping or the monitors are off and it won't come back. And like numlock doesn't turn on and off. That's locked up. And the reset button doesn't work. And it's like, ooh, it's never a good sign.
Yeah, it's rough.
I blame my 3080 on it.
I offered you a trade.
You did.
Which is have you seen all the current I offer you trade memes?
Yes, I have seen those.
Yeah.
I receive...
Vision of your base. You receive 1 zealot. And it's an overlord making the trade. or an overseer.
That's a good one. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. I really like it.
I like it. I'm going to load up my StarCraft 2 real quick. Come here, StarCraft. Let's see what we've got going here. But I definitely did check when they put the new 1v1 ladder maps in. And what they did is they just went back to old Team Liquid map contest losers and grabbed their maps. So the maps that they put in here are from the last one that was held back in like January, February.
So these might be the final maps.
Or
otherwise they'd have to go back and get even older maps.
Right. And maybe they just do that forever and ever. I don't know, man.
Eventually they'll just be porting Brood War maps into StarCraft 2. Like, it's a new map, guys, I swear.
So I'm looking at the 3v3 map pool, and none of these are. So wait, Sentinel. Is Sentinel new?
It sounds new.
Yeah. Nope. Sentinel's new. Hey, new maps. New map.
Woo.
I mean, so yes, new maps do exist. Rejoice and be happy, everyone. What kills me is, I thought the existing setup of the Team Liquid map contest
Yeah.
made it incredibly cheap and easy for Blizzard to get their new maps, right? They're not paying anyone. Like, they're
I
not
mean,
hiring map makers.
It's a contest. I assume there was a reward.
Was Blizzard providing the reward, or was Team Liquid providing the reward?
It's the Team Liquid map contest. I assume Team Liquid.
Me too. So that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't cost anything for Blizzard to be like, hey, keep this going, guys. You're doing amazing.
Right, but if Team Liquid is no longer interested in hosting a contest,
And that would be a concern.
yeah.
I hope that's not true. Like, come on, Team Liquid. Support the game. Like, I know
Yeah,
you guys
put
do
money
Dota and
into it.
Counter-Strike and stuff, but man.
Yeah, just continually pump money into the game, please.
Yeah, forever and ever. Never stop. Amen.
You guys have an infinite bank account. Balance unlimited, right, guys? Come on.
Yep. It's Team Liquid. Come on.
Yeah, they've got...
They have more money than Jeff Bezos.
I mean, yeah. They have literally dozens of revenue streams. Yeah.
There are dozens of us. Dozens.
Literally tens of viewers every tournament.
I do not spend any time on the Team Liquid forums, and I should do more of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if there's a post like, we're not, like, this was the last one, we're done.
So, Warty TV Team Liquid map contest number 6 was a recent tournament using new maps.
Okay. When was that? What do you mean by recent?
February last year.
Yeah, okay, no. That's the last one.
New maps included Bamboozle, Eco Station, Hard Rain, Old Forgotten Temple, Imposter. These new... Oh, no, hold on. These are the ones without pages. If they're new... This... Okay, so... Beckett Industries is a new map, yeah?
Yes, that's a new one that they dropped on us for the current season.
So... That was when it was being tested, but this prize pool is not for the map creator, but for players that played in it. That's not what I want. Yeah.
Let's see. There's a... Oh, that's Brood War maps, though. Never mind. There's a contest for Brood War maps that they're doing in Team Liquid.
Cool.
I think that might just be community run, though. I don't think that's an official Team Liquid thing. Let's see. StarCraft 2 maps? I don't know. We need someone who's more intertwined with the Team Liquid community to help us out with this, because I don't know. I mean, I just took them for granted, right? I was just like, they're always doing the map contests. We'll always have new maps for the pools. It's going to be great. And then when everybody was like, we're not getting new maps, I was like, but they still did the map contest. And I looked into it and they hadn't. And I was like, oh, well, that seems like an important detail. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I found a Reddit post from 6 years ago about Team Liquid Map Contest 6 that lists a $200 prize pool. Not 200, 2,000. No, it's not provided by anyone. Well, I mean, it's provided by. It's gonna be provided by someone, but I don't know who.
It doesn't say.
Yeah. Provided by Blizzard. It does say. Excellent.
Oh, so that's the problem. Blizzard was like, die in a fire. We're not paying you for maps anymore. We have all these old ones.
Yeah. We have all these free-to-play users we refuse to monetize, so now we have no money. Poor indie publishing company, indie devs. Blizzard. Barely, team of 12, making 6 games each.
It's true. I mean, the bigger problem is that we aren't Candy Crush. That's the big problem that every product that Activision owns has.
Yep.
Is you can't meet up to the standards that Candy Crush has set, so screw you.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a big long thread here when they released the new maps. I'm just trying to see if there's someone. Okay, here we go. Apollo said on Twitter they're working on a concept for the maps for this year. So apparently Apollo is indicating they're revamping the system for 2021. Whether that results in anything or not, I don't know.
Right. I mean, we're a third of the way through the year.
Yeah, that's an excellent point.
When does this season end?
Mm.
Probably like December.
At this rate, maybe. Scrolling through Apollo's Twitter feed, he doesn't tweet a lot, so this is actually not too bad.
Come on, guys. So they haven't even. Wikipedia handily has a spreadsheet for this, and they've not even listed when the last season ended, let alone when this one started.
That's encouraging.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, the problem with these forum posts is someone will be talking about when new maps are coming, and then someone comes in just to complain about the new maps that already existed. It's like, hold up.
You don't belong here yet.
Yeah. It just came out today. Shut up.
Disappointing.
All right. Well, I'm sure
Maybe
something
the
will
thing
happen.
Apollo was working on was how hard is it to update the old maps to the new version of StarCraft? Because there have been
Right.
patches, and a
Yeah.
map contest made a year and a half ago, maps would not be for the right patch, probably.
Correct. And I mean, if you could load them into the game, yeah, but just accounting for different balance that existed and the different metas. Right. That's gonna be tricky.
Because after Team Liquid map contest, the maps usually go through Blizzard internally to adjust them slightly. Some maps have had mineral patches, like bigger ones or little ones moved, or moved positioned slightly further back so they're in and out of tank fire or something from where a C
Exactly.
is. Right, there have been,
Yeah.
or even like high Vespene gas yield guys is removed. Like there have been changes, so that could have happened to these new maps, and that's what Apollo was talking about. But if that's it, then this might be it.
Right.
And hopefully, just moving forward, they, I don't know, do something like bring back the old maps. I guess like that's better than literally nothing. Like
No, for sure.
give us Abyssal Reef back. I won't be mad.
That's the thing. Bring back the super popular maps every once in a while. No one's gonna be like, oh, tired of it because they haven't played it for years.
Oh no, King Sage on station. How unfortunate.
Yeah, like I just cast an Innovation versus Serral game on King's Cove that I thought was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's Scorched Earth? That's what you're tweeting
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Cool. Yep. I don't know why this doesn't happen more often, but every once in a while the Korean Terrans are like, we're just gonna make a million nukes versus Serral and just try to beat them that way. And it works, I feel like, more often than not. Anyway, it's fun. At the very least, like having 50 nukes set off in a 25-minute game is pretty great.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. It reminded me there was another one. Somebody asked, like, this is the first time I've seen somebody go mass nuke against Serral. And I was like, actually, Innovation did this back on like Sequencer, like forever ago on an old map, and it worked pretty well then too. So Just you always remember the games where there's 50 nukes because it doesn't happen a lot, and they're always exciting.
I was watching Cyril play StarCraft at, it was like 2 o'clock this morning.
Mm-hmm.
He was versing Raynor, who was like off racing his Protoss and lost. So
Off racing Raynor's Protoss beat Cyril's Zerg.
yeah,
Nice.
on a
That's
ladder
cool.
map while he was streaming, right? Like it's not like
I mean,
there's
nothing.
There's asterisks to be involved.
Oh, for sure. How did he do it?
I don't know. It was weird. It was like a bunch of gateway stuff and immortals, and then like some Phoenix. And it wasn't like a 5-minute map either. Like they went up to like 4 bases and still did like this muted tech switch, which is why Raynor needed Phoenixes. And yeah, there was a bunch of stuff happening, but you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't like he just did this one thing. You know, I don't have that to tell you. The map was already going when I started watching, so
Right.
yeah,
Maybe it started off with a cannon rush.
maybe. Doesn't sound like Reno style.
No, probably not. All right, you want to finish off with GSL update?
Oh yeah, GSL. GSL's been going.
We've had a couple groups since our
Yeah.
last pod.
It's true. What do we have? We have only one group left to go, and it's in 1 day, 7 hours, 14 minutes. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked about any of these results.
No. We
No.
made some guesses, but we didn't talk about the results yet.
We did make some guesses, yeah, and
Yeah,
boy did Bunny and Hurricane make me look stupid.
Everybody. I don't think anybody was like, "Oh, obviously Bunny Hurricane." Pencil them in.
Right, obviously, yeah. That's yeah.
I'm shocked what happened to TY. Like, what the
Yeah.
crap, dude? Bunny 2-1s him. Dong Regu 2-0s him, and that's it. Thanks for coming, TY. Brutal.
Yeah.
And Hurricane 2-0s Dong Regu, and 2-1s Dong Regu later. So basically, he just had to beat Dong Regu to get out.
Yeah.
It worked out for him. Sorry, the Dong. Not today. Next group, Maru and Dream got out, which...
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Sure, I don't think that's too shocking. I'm disappointed in Solar again. I feel like he could do better every time, and he never does.
Did you watch the Solar Mario games?
I did not. Were they good?
It was like an hour and a half best of 3.
Dang. Oh, wait. No, I did. That is the one... I brought up one of their matches. Anyway. Yeah. I did watch some Maru Solar on VOD.
Solar, you know, he tried his best. There's no shame in losing to Maru.
Nope.
Yeah,
That was a monster.
Unlike Dream and Cure, whose TVT, the incredibly long positioning chess game, lasted 13 minutes.
In total.
In total, including pre-ramble by Tastosis and mid-ramble after the first game, and the closing statements.
Got to be some kind of a record for a TVT series.
I think it has to be, because in total those 2 games are about 7 minutes of actual games. It's yeah.
It's insane. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I guess, harkens back to when every TVT was 5RX Reaper versus 5RX Reaper.
Kind of.
Those were fast.
Yeah. Group C, Rogue and Innovation getting out. I think I called this.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rogue and Dark, I think, are kind of interchangeable. Zhone probably wasn't getting out. Maybe later Zhone, but not this year.
Not
probably.
that group.
No.
Not in literally 2 world champions and Innovation, the most consistent player of all time. Probably not happening.
And then we have Group D coming up, Trap Armani's SOS and Zest.
Group Protoss.
Yeah, probably Trap Zest.
Probably, yeah. Well, the playoffs are mostly filled. Dream and Bunny. Maru and Innovation on the same side of the bracket. Don't like that. Wow. If Armani doesn't get out, it's only one Zerg in the playoffs.
I mean, Zerg are underpowered. Buff Zerg.
Buff Zerg, yeah. Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say no.
I mean, we're not super surprised by this. I've always felt, not always, but especially in the last year, I felt like Cyril and Raynor are stronger Zergs, just in general, than Rogue and Dark are. Like, I love those guys, but they have some inconsistencies in them.
True, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but Rogue could win the whole thing. You can still get a bunch of Zerg representation.
Right, yeah. Like, if it's trapped in Zest getting out, he's going to face either one of those. And I don't know. I feel like he can probably take them pretty easily. And then the winner, he faces Dream or Bunny, right? Like, it's almost a shoe-in that he's going to be in the finals.
Right.
In my opinion.
Agreed. I mean, anything can happen, but yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. I think that is all we had to cover for today.
I think so, yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, very good. That's going to be it from us today. This has been Somicron and Falcon Paladin coming at you with another edition of the Falcon Paladin Hour. Be sure to check out the merch at falconpaladin.store, as well as the Patreon page for Somicron at patreon.com/Somicron. And until next time, as always, thanks for hanging out. And stay safe, stay healthy. And until next time, please take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.